What's up, Rich Squad? Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich. I'm here to give my post-match reaction, mini analysis for the 2017-18 Europa League second leg semi-final match between Atletico Madrid and Arsenal. As we should know by now, the first leg finished in a 1-1 draw. Arsenal had the game to win, but they give up a goal late after Atletico Madrid went down to 10 men early in the match. So, come on. It has to be Arsenal to screw things up, right? But this was actually Arsene Wenger's 250th European match, and he has still failed to lift a major European trophy because Arsenal, they lost 1-0 on the night, 2-1 on aggregate, and it's bye for Arsene Wenger and Arsenal. This is his final season managing Arsenal after being there 22 years, since 1996, even before most of you guys watching this were born. So hats off to the legend. He is definitely a legend, even without the lack of European trophies. But let me get straight into the nitty-gritty of the match before I start fumbling on my words and all that stuff. So Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone, he was actually not on the sidelines today. He was in the stands, and Atletico chose to go into this fixture with a 4-4-2 formation. We had Yano Black in goal, Thomas Partey, the only black man on the team, at right back. We had Jimenez and Godin, two Uruguayans, at the heart of the defense. Look out for them at the World Cup for Uruguay in Group A versus Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the host Russia. And we had Lucas Hernandez, the brother of Theo Hernandez, at left back. Then we had an all-Spanish midfield with Koke, the uncapped Gabi, Saul Niguez, and the big Vitolo, the former Sevilla man. And up top, we had Diego Costa, the former Chelsea man, the former Brazil international, now Spain international, and the French superstar Antoine Griezmann. For Arsenal, Arsene Wenger chose to go in with a 4-3-2-1 formation with David Ospina, the Colombian, in goal, preferred to the Czech, Petr Cech, and we had a backline of Nacho Monreal, the Spaniard, Laurent Koscielny, the Frenchman, who went off injured early on in the game, and his World Cup participation will be in doubt. We had the German Skroden Mustafi, the former Valencia man. It's Valencia he played for, right? I think it's Valencia or Villarreal, one of those teams. But anyways, he played in Spain before. And we had a Spaniard, Hector Bellerin, at right back. For the midfielders, we had Ramsey, Jack Wilshere, and Granit Xhaka, the Swiss man. And up top we had Ozil, Welbeck behind Alexandre Lacazette, the former Lyon man, who will not be going back home to play the finals. So this game started out pretty routine. You know, guys, fun fact for you guys, Atletico Madrid have not conceded in the last 12 games. This dates back all the way to January when the last conceded versus Girona. So that's a really, really good stat, and it shows how solid their backline is and how really good their goalkeeper is, Jan Oblak, the Slovenian. So in the 6th minute of the game, Diego Costa, he had a really good chance to make it 1-0 for Atletico Madrid, but it went wide. I really like how he muscled off Nacho Monreal off the ball, and it just shows how important the big man is for Atletico Madrid. Chelsea must be missing him. So 7th minute, this is when Laurent Koscielny actually went off injured. It was a freak injury because he wasn't on the ball, no one tackled him or anything, so he just went down. I don't know what happened. We still don't know. Maybe you know, but I don't know yet. And on came Colum Chambers for him. The big chance came for Arsenal in the 27th minute when Alexandre Lacazette and Ozil both had chances, but you know, they failed to get the ball on target. Arsenal, I don't know, man. They were just lazy tonight. I must say they weren't hungry. I did not see the hunger in their eyes. I did not see the hunger in their faces and the way they ran or anything. They weren't hungry at all. You know, Moving on from that. In the 36th minute, Koke, he had an opportunity, but he put it wide. And just a minute later, Antoine Griezmann had another beautiful opportunity, but he put it wide of Ospina as well. But the game changed just on the stroke of halftime when, the goal kick was punted out. Arsenal's defenders failed to deal with it properly, and it fell nicely to Thomas Partey, who passed it to Antoine Griezmann, who passed it into space, found Diego Costa. No one was marking him. Hector Bellerin was probably sleeping or dreaming about his bun or fixing his bun or something, and Diego Costa just muscled him off, and he put it past David Ospina to make it 1-0 for Atletico Madrid. In your face, said Diego Costa. He was a thorn in the side of the Arsenal defense for the first half, him and Antoine Griezmann. And I really like how Griezmann kept trying to pump up the crowd. He kept yes, go, telling the crowd, I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that. And it will be sad to see him actually leave if he does in the summer. So look out for that. Let's look out for that. But in the first half, Atletico Madrid were the better team. They were just sitting back, waiting for that perfect opportunity, which they found, and they capitalized, put it in the back of the net. In the second half, Arsenal had the first big chance of the second half through Aaron Ramsey, but he couldn't get it under control, and he failed to get a shot off. I think it was like 4 Athletic players surrounded him, and still 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. There was another big chance for Diego Costa in the 55th minute, but after he did a cutback, he was closed down very quickly by Callum Chambers, and it was still 1-0. Really, really good defensive work there by Arsenal, though. In the 61st minute, Mesut Ozil, the German World Cup winner, he had a beautiful chance to make it 1-1, but instead of shooting when he had that slight window to shoot, he passed it, and I really don't, I'm looking at Mesut Ozil tonight, and I'm like, it's really, really frustrating watching him play. He's really good sometimes, but at other times, he's too lazy. He's too, nonchalant. I don't like that kind of, nonchalance on the ball. He's too laid back. I need to see more, fight. I need to see more, I really don't know. I can't find the words right now, but Mesut Ozil, man, he's too tame. Way, way, way too tame for a supposedly world-class player. So the game went on, 62nd minute, just after the Mesut Ozil opportunity, Granit Xhaka, he had an opportunity of his own, and he fired it off. Granit Xhaka likes to, shoot from way out, and that was actually Arsenal's first shot on goal. So I was 62nd minute, and Arsenal's first shot on goal, really, really, really poor stuff by Arsenal. Really, really poor. But there was another chance for Atletico Madrid in the 67th minute, but Arsenal defended well again. It was Diego Costa, the man who caused Arsenal so much mayhem tonight. He always does cause mayhem for the opposition team. So Chelsea must be missing him. I must throw that one in there again. We might not see Chelsea in next season's Champions League also. 68th minute, Wilshere went off, and on came the Armenian, former Borussia Dortmund, former Manchester United player, Henrik Mkhitaryan, who I could never spell his name correctly. It's the hardest name to spell apart from them Polish names. Really, really hard to spell. And he was involved in the game right away. He got a shot off that went over the bar in the 72nd minute. So it was really nice to see him in the match, but maybe he had an injury, doubt, and maybe that's why he came into the match late. But that was basically his biggest involvement in the game. Next, there was a little small scuffle between Diego Costa and Mustafi. They both received yellow cards. That was really feisty and nice to see sometimes, Give us viewers in front of the TV, a little entertainment. But, all in all, Arsenal, they were tame. Diego Costa, he went off. Fernando Torres came on, and he had the final biggest chance of the match, which actually was hit straight into David Ospina, and it was 1-0. It was 1-0, and Atletico Madrid are into the finals. Who will they play? I actually don't know yet. I really don't know, because I think Red Bull Salzburg actually scored 2 goals to come back into the tie after they lost the first leg 2-0. So that match is probably currently in extra time. I have to go and check it out after I'm done with this video. So it's Atletico Madrid into the finals of the 2017-18 UEFA Europa League. Arsenal, they go back to England, where Arsene Wenger will play Huddersfield in his send-off match, and who knows what will behold Arsene Wenger after he leaves Arsenal. Maybe the French national team manager after the World Cup. We don't know yet, but pretty disappointing way to go out. So there will be no Champions League football next season for Arsenal. Atletico Madrid will qualify for the Champions League directly via the league. So I think one of the lower leagues will be definitely happy with Atletico Madrid actually winning the competition. So one of their champions could actually get a direct spot into the world, not the World Cup, what am I saying? Into the Champions League next season. I think that's the way it works. Who will they play? Marseille or Red Bull Salzburg? I really have to check and see what's going on with that match. So guys, that's it for my post-match analysis, my reaction. Glad you came by again, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know who you think will win Champions League. Let me know who you think will win the Europa League, and until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.